Namaste, I'm Dr. Robert, and today on 5-ish Minutes with Dr. Robert, my subject is the Swastika. The word swasti in Sanskrit is composed of two other words, su plus asti, and that means literally, may it be good, may all things be well. And for example, the swastin indro vridashavaha, there are chants in which swasti is a prominent part. The swastika is a thing, like a yantra, like a symbol, that indicates that what it's applied on is going to try to promote goodness in all directions. So the swastika has appeared in India since many thousands of years. It is a sacred symbol in Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism. It is sacred to the Native Americans. It has appeared all around the world. And very sadly, it was taken over by the Nazis. And the reason they took it over was because it had been identified as a symbol that was used by the Aryans, and the Nazis seemed to think that they were somehow Aryan. So it is a very unfortunate thing that the swastika was taken over, but it's important to remember that when you see a swastika, that it is not fundamentally a Nazi symbol. It is fundamentally a benevolent symbol that promotes good things. The swastika can be drawn either with the bar appearing to move in a clockwise direction or appearing to move in a counterclockwise direction. Many people say that when the bars are to the right, it's moving in a clockwise direction. That represents the sun, that represents day. And many people say that when the bars are in the left direction, that apparent counterclockwise movement, that represents the night. Other people say that in fact what the swastika represents is not so much the movement of the day and night, or the movement of the earth around the sun, or the movement of the year, or whatever, but rather it represents the movement of the Big Dipper, or the Great Bear, around the North Pole. In any event, it represents the movement of the samsara, the movement of the universe, the movement of the manifested world around that central pole of fixity, of solidity, of stability that is the central reality. There have been many attempts recently to rehabilitate the swastika, and I personally knew one person who was strongly involved in this process. His name, he literally changed at one point to Man Woman. He lived in Cranbrook, British Columbia, and if you were to search Man Woman artist, you would see him, and he had a revelation as a result of a Kundalini awakening when he was young, that it was his task during his lifetime to try to bring the swastika back to where it needed to be, to retrieve it from the Nazis. You will also see some of his artwork if you scroll down far enough. So the swastika, sadly, is an example of what happens when those with undesirable intentions take symbols or other forms of human of cultural manifestation and apply them to undesirable ends. So whenever you see a swastika, forget the Nazis and remember that what it represents is, may all things be well. Namaste.